Welcome to Inception Designs and a new product release. Today we're going to be showing you our new bolts. So this is the Trident bolt, which we've had out for a little while, and it's been available in a standard 2K length, and it's also been available in a mid-block length. But now we have it in pre-2K, and we also have it in Evo length. This bolt has quite a few changes actually to our early design bolts. Our earliest bolts were actually made with too good and too efficient a flow path through the bolt, which meant that the tuning window to make sure they were operating correctly was a little bit fine, because there was no head losses, no head spaces, and the gas moves so quickly and so smoothly through the bolt that it actually meant the period of time to shoot the ball was very quick. And it meant that some of our early bolts had some issues with blowbacks and some things that weren't perfect. They worked fantastically if they were in a pump gun, but if they were in an autococker, then that small tuning window actually caused some issues. So we made some changes with the Trident bolt, and all of the Trident bolts have the 3-port design, which is why they're called the Trident bolt. They all have a chamfer on the top of the bolt, which is anti-clipping. So that means that it doesn't crack and shatter the second ball in the stack, which makes it much more gentle on fragile paint. They all come with detent slots machined on both sides. So if your autococker or your sniper has 1 detent or 2 detents, it's all set up ready for that. They all come with a very large gas inlet port. So different designs of guns, different makers over the years have made slight changes to where the ports are located. Now this means that it will work with all versions of gun bodies made over the years. They all come with the hammer lug hole, which makes it super easy to adjust your timing. You do not have to remove the bolt from the gun. You just put the Allen key through the top of the body, through the hole, through the bolt, and you can adjust your hammer lug. They all come with the lightning slots to make the bolt lighter so it cycles quickly. And these also mean there's less surface area, so there's very little friction. They all come with a bolt pin. You do not need to buy the bolt pin separately. They all come with it. And it's locked in place with the detent and the screw from the back. They all come with a top dead indicator. That notch means that the bolt is set up correctly. So if the notch is at the top, you know your bolt is in correctly and it's not upside down. Why is that important? Because an old school trick was to turn someone's bolt upside down, and then obviously no gas would be coming through it. I actually had one of the new players on the Predators asked me about that, why his gun wasn't firing anymore, and the rest of the Predators have been having fun with him. They turned his bolt upside down. So the top dead indicator on all of our bolts shows you that the bolt is the correct way up and that it's ready to run. So we have pre-2K, which is the longest bolt version, 2K plus is the middle, Evo length or P-block length or carnivore, it's been called a bunch of different things, which is the shorter version, and then mid-block, which is the smallest version. All of the bolts will come set up with the O-rings that we most expect you to use the bolt for. So the pre-2K guns will all come with the slightly smaller O-rings because it's going to be in an older gun. So will the Evo bolts, the 2K plus, the 2K plus and the mid-block, because they're more commonly put into our guns, which have a slightly larger bore diameter, will come with the larger O-rings. But we do also provide a full bag of O-rings with both sets of sizes with any bolt that you buy. So there's smaller O-rings in here for the older bodies, there's larger O-rings in here for the newer gun bodies. And we recommend when you're putting the O-rings onto the bolt that you use the high hydrometer, a 90 hydrometer always on the tip. And you can use a 90 or a 70 on the middle. Typically we like to use the 90 on the mid blocks, but 90 or a 70 on the full body bolts. And then the softer 70 on the rear bolt location, either side of the valve. So always a 90 on the front, and then 70s or 90s either side of here. If you have a second 90, it's not a bad location to put it here because it's crossing over the breech and it makes a more robust O-ring with the 90 hydrometer. So the new bolts are available now. Get them from inceptiondesigns.com or your local Inception Designs dealer.